Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Into the SAGASverse, which, let's not talk about the time. How is everyone doing on this wonderful Sunday evening? Sagas Eve, in fact, because the Kickstarter is launching tomorrow.
Does that mean
Also-
someone will come and deliver presents at our doorstep or at our non-existent chimneys?
Maybe.
I'll take
my
it.
gosh.
Fantastic. Yes.
Father Sagas is coming. Oh my gosh.
That depends on whether Dennis is interested in doing that.
Yeah. If you've been naughty, he'll deliver you some crit fails. So, I hope you've been good this year.
He'll deliver you some D12s, which is I think the worst guy in this game.
Whoa.
in this game.
Throwing in some
he'll
mechanics.
deliver you some nat 12s.
Yes.
Hello, baby.
Hello.
So, speaking of this game, what are we playing today? We are playing Taff is Getting Distracted.
We are playing Taff is checking that everything has gone live on multiple platforms.
No, we're just playing. Taff just realized that the logo was cut off by the Kickstarter banner, and I will not stand for that. So, hello everyone. We are going to be playing SAGAS, a setting and genre agnostic system. And we are going to be doing something incredibly fun with it, which is moving to different universes to show off how well the SAGAS works for whatever you want. Now, if you are watching us on Twitch, don't. YouTube is better. Consider coming over to YouTube, where you will have such wonderful things as 4K, automatic transcoding, me actually seeing your messages, and most importantly, subtitles, because Twitch doesn't support automatically doing that. And then you can enjoy the wonderful, wonderful thing that is YouTube, Google speech algorithm horribly messing up RPG terms. Now, before we begin, let's get started by introducing you to our wonderful players. Hello, players. Starting with Adam. Who are, what do, where from, why, and how?
Okay. My name is Adam. I guess I'm at Adam So Wizard. I'm on the Twitter places. Do you want us to introduce our characters, or like talk a little bit about us, or like just that?
Talk a little bit about yourself. We are going to be getting to introductions in just a tick.
Okay. Well, myself, yeah, I do some TTRPG stuff. GM and playing some stuff. I got some fun campaigns that are going to be coming out soon. But yeah, just the classic podcast thing of I'm happy to be here.
Amazing. Next up, Ida. Who are, what do, where, how, and why?
Yes. Next. My name is Aida. My pronouns are she and her. I am a Latin woman of color. I have dark skin, olive skin, dark eyes, dark hair. I'm wearing faux leather colored long sleeve top. And I do TTRPG things. I mostly hang around with the Horde of Tales group, which is a European UK community. We are organizing our 3rd annual Women in Gaming Month. That's going to be fun. I'm hanging around with Roll for Good, a charity group. And I'm going to be leaning towards doing kind of in-person things. But for now, it's really nice to be playing with all of you.
Very cool. And next up, Anne. Who are, why, how, and what? And what time is it?
We're not going to talk about what time it is. Hi, my name is Anne. My pronouns are she, her. I am a TTRPG performer and producer and the community ambassador for Girls Run These Worlds, where I basically just help out whenever I can to bring content out into the world. Yeah, as for the rest of it, why? Because I love Cav and I love TTRPGs.
Woo!
And finally, last but not least, how, why, what, where, and who is Chirag?
Hi. I'm Chirag. I'm one of the co-founders of Daisies and Dragons, one of the largest TTRPG spaces in digital ones in India. And I've been making I write TTRPGs. Very happy to be here. I'm he, him. I'm wearing blue hoodie over a white shirt and some headphones that definitely don't make me look bald. Wink. And why I'm excited to be here. How I ended up here is because Tab said that he would release the blackmail materials otherwise, and that's all we will be talking about in that account.
I plead the fifth.
You're
I
not American. You
actually
don't have to.
stuff.
I'm sure
And
you
yet
do.
still I do. Funny how that works.
Does Burger King with Shubham ring a bell?
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We talk about the SAGASverse as we go back to that. And yeah, happy to be here for the world.
Yes, we do, and we will not talk about the Speculas incident. Don't worry about it.
Also my fault.
So, like I said, the game that we will be playing is Sagas. If you want to check it out, down in the doobly-doo or over, I know how directions work. Over there somewhere is a link you can type in. It'll also probably be in chat once in a while, but mostly just find it down in the doobly-doo if you're on YouTube. It's affiliate.half.yt/sagas. That'll tell Dennis you're coming from this stream as well. With that out of the way, we start as we zoom in on a city, much like any of the cities you all live in. Townsville, USA, a generic, fairly boring place, made more interesting by the people. Made more interesting by the people who live there. And as we enter that city, I am going to turn to Avery, who's finding themselves probably looking for the nearest coffee shop, as it is morning and too early to be awake.
Called out. So yeah, Avery is actually. What time would you say it is, Tav? 6 a.m. maybe.
What time would be unreasonable, but not but still like a time that she would be up?
I'm gonna say it's like 6 a.m. It's like early, but
it's early, but it's not late last night. Yeah. So the sun is about to come up. There's a little bit of light filtering through the streets, and a few people are getting ready to go to work when Avery marches down the streets, probably slightly sleep deprived looking.
It's a late night of streaming, so she's looking for a coffee shop, a source of caffeine. That's what she's doing, and she probably is. She's got her phone out and is probably doing a little vlog situation. It's just like, say, this is my day in the life. We're going on a coffee quest. Good God. And she put the phone away and
as Avery walks into the coffee shop, a Moonbox, we see someone else who's currently scrolling through their phone and going through like the different click clocks. Let's call them click clocks, as they slowly but surely generate dopamine. And I think that would be Robbie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see, about a 6'5" kind of guy. He's a really big guy. Sort of like kind of like a bear or like a dad bod kind of dude, and he's got like a really thick mustache, kind of like the end of a broom handle, and similar eyebrows. He's wearing like a red sort of like a sweater long thing with like a vest. He looks like he's an employee at a grocery store. But since it's super early, I guess he hasn't gone there yet. He has a kind face. He's about 49. Him. His name is Robbie Anders, Aberdeen, Atlantic. And he's, I guess, probably getting a coffee so that he's not late to his first day at work. So he probably walk up to the counter, putting his phone in his pocket, like, "Hey, you gonna get something?" Kind of trying to wave down the barista.
And as you're doing that, the camera pans over through the window and sweeps over to a very very tired looking person uh, a, in a chef's probably actually not yet in uniform, but like just getting out of the restaurant to accept the first food delivery. As we move over to Amy.
You'd see, let's say late 30s, 5'8", woman. In one arm has like a clipboard draped over the chef whites in a plastic bag, carrying her phone with her shoulder and arguing with someone, pointing that way, in her phone yelling, "What do I pay you for? I told you, we need the Iberico ham. What the heck did you send me? I wouldn't feed this to my dog. I would get a dog, feed it, feel sad for it, and find it a better home. What is wrong with you?" Ugh.
And as the verbal badgering continues, we pan over to where is Archie at this moment? It's way too early. It's way too early, but he is up.
Yeah, Archie, for another night, he hasn't properly slept. His eyes are, quite baggy. He's an man is an Indian man is mid-30s. He's got a long hair that hasn't properly been cut. His beard hasn't been properly trimmed. He's in the full blue, full body like mechanics kind of outfit. The jumpsuit that they would kind of wear, and he is nearby. At the mechanics, just kind of like with that thing of it. I've got nothing to do and not to think about it. He is just like setting it up to be cleaned, even though it's not open. It's like open early, but they're not this early. So he's just inside, just kind of cleaning up, thinking, possibly at this point, like, he still has, it'll still probably be an hour before it opens. He's considering getting a coffee, but the whole point, he's just like, shining just like over like the axle of something that needs to be cleaned, looking at a car that's like,
just
I feel
doing
like cleaning up.
things to
Keep
doing
himself
things
busy.
to be busy.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So as we pan back to the coffee shop, we see that that Robbie has just gotten his coffee. He's about to head out, and as Robbie, as you are heading out the shop, you open the door to the coffee shop, step out, and you're like looking over your shoulder, recognizing Avery, who you just saw through the TikTok, and then you step through and blackness. There's just nothing behind. There's nothing behind that door, and you are looking around, and you see. Oh, that's a good question.
What the fuck going on?
Han, how perceptive is Avery?
Okay, so I guess kind of just average, right? So according to system, if it's not on your sheet, you roll a d10, correct?
That would be correct.
If
Yes.
there's okay, so what a d10 is good at perceiving things. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm double checking if the system actually has disadvantage, because I think it does. But seeing as this is a sponsored stream, I don't want to do this the wrong way.
I mean, you can just increase the difficulty. Like
Yes,
the
but I
target
like
number.
making people roll more math rocks.
Yes, math rocks.
It's true.
Is this black void? Does it smell strange? Because I have a keen smell as a.
got notes for that.
We'll get to you in a second.
Oh my god, that's so random and funny.
Actually, I don't actually see anything about disadvantage. So in that case, I am going to say that it
Do I
is
roll with
quite
a
hard.
d12? what it is?
Yeah,
I just
actually, let's
roll with a
scale up the die.
d12?
You're not paying it a lot of attention to this, and I'll call it a difficulty 5.
Boy. Oh boy. That's a 7.
Okay, yeah. So Avery walks into the coffee shop, not realizing that behind her, a 6'5" burly man has just disappeared.
Scrolling through the social medias like a true influencer, not paying attention.
Pretty much, yeah. So, as you walk up to the counter, barista is slightly busy. He was looking over your shoulder at something, and then I was going, okay, yeah. Well, what can I get you?
Yeah, a extra large caramel macchiato with 2 shots of vanilla and extra whipped cream.
Okay, and what name is that?
Gosh, how do you have a job this early in the morning? I'm barely awake.
Oh, I'm a morning person.
Uh,
Biggest customer service smile on that person's face, like telling you they might not be, but also that if they don't smile, they're fired.
That's the BBEG right there.
Capitalism.
Villainous backstory. Let's go.
um, that is the origin story of a villain. And then I think Avery will like an effort to put something like in the tip box for this person, just like an extra dollar or something. Just like thanks for the drink, kind of deal. And so yeah.
So as you continue, like waiting, if you are waiting for it, you grab your drink. Eventually, walk over to the uh, door, and as you step out, uh, and you look down at the cup. Uh, It says artery, not Avery. And as you go, oh, fuck, and turn around to complain,
So I
you are in
drink
a
it and
completely
it's
different.
like I drink it as
Yeah,
like, wait, my drink is wrong. I'm gonna go complain.
you are in a completely different world. And as we move on to the next person, all your character notices is this not quite the smell of a sea breeze, more the smell of the sea. And that's when we move over to uh, Ida, as Aimee is now probably getting ready to get back into the restaurant.
Orders have been taken in, crates have been delivered. I have the other line chefs preparing the bouquet garnis. I'm just walking past, inspecting the chives, picking up one strand that hasn't been sliced all the way through. Redo it.
Yes, chef, and just turns around, immediately starts work on that. And as you're doing this and investigating the kitchen, eventually
Oh,
you
there's
walk
a crate of
into.
wine I need to. It's a little early, but chef's perk. I'm going to make sure this is a good vintage. Let me go check that crate. Should be in here from last night.
Okay, so as you walk downstairs uh, into the wine cellar, you pull open the crate, pull out one of the bottles, and just start searching around for a. You start searching around for.
A
Wait,
bottle
where?
opener.
Yeah, bottle opener glasses. They're supposed to be here for. And then you look around and you realize, oh, I'm not in my wine cellar. As a very heavy smell of the sea is on the air. And that's when we snap over to Archie.
Yeah, I think Archie's just like got his put his wrench in his back pocket. As I was looking over the car, thinking about like should get something to drink before I get started, and he like goes to the door. Go to go get something to drink, or just like get ready to like open the the winch to like open up the big metal garage door. It's like, and then maybe opens into like, that's not the outside, that's the wrong outside.
Yeah, as you winch open the garage door and you look out, and all you see is a flat plane, and then you blink your eyes a couple of times. You check again, and you see a pockmarked sandy surface, a bunch of spiraling towers, and what seems like a dome, and on the outside is just sea. And as you turn around, trying to get your bearings, because this is not normal, the garage door slams shut behind you, and you realize, much like all of the rest of you, except for Aimee, who is currently in a wine cellar, that you are standing in what seems to be some kind of underwater city. Lights shining brightly, reflecting on different, reflecting on conch shell covered buildings. People. Wait, why do those people have have like fish tails? Oh wait, merfolk swimming by. Robbie just a crab person walks by Robbie and goes, "What you staring at?" and just continues walking on.
What the fuck are you staring at? What the fuck is this guy?
That, I think, is where we're going to take our first break.
Oh no!
I want Amy to still have the wine. I think that'll be important to have.
Yeah, we need coffee. We need all the things we were holding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything you're holding is with you. However,
Archie
as
has
you
the
look at
door.
it, you realize that is not your wine. That is a Poseidon 600 vintage.
Oh.
I feel bad for anyone drinking coffee underwater.
Ah!
No,
You
my
pity the
drink.
cough fool.
It's in my eyes.
So we'll be right back after these messages. There are no messages.
Bye.
Have you
Messages,
ever
see
walked through a
soon.
door and starting our own commercial?
And we are back as our wonderful, wonderful heroes find themselves in Atlantis City. In fact, there is a massive Hollywood style billboard in the distance across one of the trenches that actually reads Atlantis City, and there's lights shining around it. And as you're looking down what seems to be this massive boulevard, filled with um, traffic that is like a combination of these very basically boats in automobile shape that are like traveling down this boulevard, and some form of seahorse drawn carriages. You are now definitely wondering what the hell was in that coffee, but we are quickly going to go back to Amy first, who is standing with a Poseidon 600 vintage bottle of wine in her hand. Definitely not something that she has had before. Looking around, you do find a bottle opener, but as you, I don't know, do you attempt to immediately just goes for it? As you start opening the bottle and you start pouring yourself a bit, you hear sounds coming from upstairs that are much more cacophonous than you would have expected. Sounds of bells ringing, as well, you have the sounds of a casino above you.
Jean-Pierre? What's going on? I'm gonna go to that door and like swing it open because I expect to see my front of house and my sommelier there.
Yeah. As you take a sip of the wine, it's not bad. It's faintly salty tasting, but like a very soft touch of salt. Otherwise, a very
Good for
very
cooking.
nice,
I wouldn't
probably
drink this.
expensive vintage. As you open the door, you spill out into a massive casino floor, filled with merfolk that are swimming between one-armed bandits. What seems to be talking fish that are running tables. A couple of deep ones just wondering about betting at blackjack.
I'm going to close this damn door. And as you mentioned, I saw fish people swimming. I'm going to immediately start clutching my neck. Am I breathing underwater?
That's a very good question. You
We all just drown and die.
You are actually in the casino. So I'll give you some choices. Did your character develop gills and a fishtail? Did your character develop crab legs, crab claws, and or did your character turn into whatever the fuck this is? I'm guessing the answer to that's also probably going to be no. But
show us the pictures before she drowns.
I'm actually holding my breath. Hurry up!
Whatever the fuck. This is.
Can't see what you.
Is that like a shell?
No,
not you.
It's like a nautiloid or something.
Okay, so I IRL
That's a
now
deep
have
one.
gasped for breath. As Amy has to inevitably. What the fuck happens?
Oh yeah, as you gasp for breath, water rushes into your mouth and then flushes out through gills on your neck. As no, you're doing fine.
I'm going to keep the door ajar, but I'm gonna sit on the step or super before the opening to casino. I'm just gonna sit there and gonna finish this wine. I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm looking because I can't be sober while I'm looking at this. What is going on? Why were the chives so important this morning? What is this? Getting used to this. What is this?
As you are sitting there just drinking wine, trying to get used to everything that is going on. Yeah, I think this is very fitting. Archie, as Archie steps out, and you look out over this this field. You turn around and you see there's definitely like a mechanic shop there. It's Archie's Auto Boatmobiles. And you look down and you realize you are oh, don't worry, everything is recorded. You look down and you realize you are wearing like a space suit type deal. There's a bubble helmet under your arm, and you are definitely human. But you also have the sandy underwater suit thing.
Well, given I quickly realized I'm just like full goggling, like.
Oh no, you are in your shop has like a bubble around it, so you actually have air. Though let's not discuss what happens to the CO2.
I thought I stepped out of the thing, so I'm like.
No. You stepped out of your shop. There's like a bubble dome. And then
okay.
Atlantis City beyond that.
Well, I stopped looking out, just trying to like see like what is, like did I fall asleep? What is going on? And so slapped myself and to see if it wakes me up.
You slapped yourself. It hurts.
Oh. Why am I?
You're feeling very tired, but you definitely didn't fall asleep.
Okay. I go outside, like I go up to like the door, about to open it, see floating, realize, oh, that's water. And I'm just like, well, is there like an intercom system? Like I could press something and like speak to someone on the other side?
Oh no, there's just an airlock. This seems to be your place.
Okay. All right. Well, this is. I look around for like a phone. If I don't see anything, I will just put the helmet on. Okay. And then just move into the airlock, close it, then open myself up to 60,000 leagues under the sea.
And as you step out into Atlantis City, you see someone standing next to you who is looking very, very depressed as a caramel macchiato slowly is going up from her cup into the seawater. And how did Avery adapt to the sea?
That's a good question. Do I get options?
Same options that I gave Ida, essentially. Unless you have a good idea.
Hold your breath, IRL, while you perceive.
What if she got smaller and became like a seahorse?
Amazing. So you see, that kind of does put a very weird twist on the seahorse-drawn carriages. But yes.
Oh, it's like, you know how there's like minotaurs, right? Like half
Mhm.
horse, half human. She's half horse, half human.
Perfect.
That's dope, dude.
Which half? Top or bottom?
Which halves?
Oh my gosh!
Just legs running
I mean, the
around
bottom half
panicking.
is that weird like curl thing.
Okay.
Or
The
just full
reverse
half?
minotaur. Seahorse top half and like human bottom half.
That's
Oh,
full
God.
Minotaur. That's reverse Centaur.
I'm sorry. Sorry, reverse centaur. I got my reference mixed up.
We get it.
Okay. So,
Don't ask me when I'm
to be fair,
partially thinking about it.
Minotaur would be like bottom half being a human,
Human.
top half being like a seahorse head.
I get minotaurs and centaurs confused all the time. I'm sorry.
What was the
Fine.
original question? I lost track.
So just to check, seahorse head or human head?
Seahorse head.
Someone
Better-
make
it's better for the
artifice,
gram.
please.
Seahorse head's better for the gram. Oh yeah, exactly. I know
Yeah,
this
you hear a soft disappointed whinny as as you see a person with human legs and a seahorse torso and head, still holding because arms,
But they're jacked.
still
They were
still
already
holding with
jacked.
jacked arms, a coffee that is like slowly wafting up, maybe trying to catch some of it actually.
I have a question about this now.
Shoot.
I lower than the horses that are pulling carriages because I have human half. I'm half human.
You're an abomination against nature.
So I am bigger than them, right?
I can bully them, right?
If I'm an abomination, I have to be bigger than them, right? Or
Unless-
making me.
unless
you
these
making
I
me
seahorses-
would
sick.
say so, yes.
Unless these seahorses are
Okay.
the size of real horses.
You're basically the combination of Hulk Hogan and a seahorse.
Yes. Amazing.
The outside feels less safe. I'm going back
No,
inside.
my coffee.
This is horror.
And as you're going, no, my coffee, you turn around and you see what seems to be like just a human in a diving suit.
I
I
have many questions.
I have questions too. I also have another question. Character clarification. The words that are coming out of my mouth, are they English or are they like seahorse?
For ease of play, let's assume that you can all understand each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Where did coffee in it? Are you half? What are you? Where am I?
Avery looks down at she looks down, she can only see her human half, and she's like, I don't know. Wait, I'm tired and I want my coffee. And she's like so sad.
Hey. You can't
Sad
cry
seahorse
underwater. Literally. there.
No crocodile tears.
Hey. I'm just like very lost, very confused, comforting a half seahorse. Looking for anyone else in this scenario to try and help me out here.
As it sounds right now, you're in like what seems to be the suburbs kind of thing, like the industrial areas are right outside of a city of Atlantis City, and it's still early, so there's no one out and about aside from the two of you. There's definitely no coffee shop, so there's no getting back to get more coffee.
What about Robbie? Didn't he come out? Didn't you say he was also outside with us?
Robbie is definitely somewhere.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
We'll
I've
get
never
back
met
to
him.
Robbie in a moment.
Sure. Listen,
Sad seahorse face.
I'm sorry about the coffee. Are you sure you can't just swim up and get it? I'm sorry. Is that offensive against sea people? I'm just dwelling on the fact that sea people exist.
I wait a minute, and Avery starts looking at like her arms or whatever, and it's just like she starts to recognize her like seahorse parts, and she's like, "Wait a minute, what? What do you mean seahorse person? I'm confused."
I imagine if you look into my helmet, there's a bit of reflection, and you can kind of see what happened to your face.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, my face! Wait, what? So confused.
We all have those days when we're like we see our faces in the morning. Usually, I don't wake up in another world, but okay, seahorse person, maybe you can help me get out of here.
Okay. I swear how did I? And she just is very. It goes from sad seahorse face to confused seahorse face, and it is not. She's just like, I really want to help you. I also really want to help myself.
Okay.
I don't belong here.
As you have that
I-
realization, go ahead and give me a D12. Call it a difficulty of 6. Both you and Archie.
All right. Let's go.
Did you say difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6.
Roll a 7.
I rolled a 12.
And correct me,
Uh,
correct me if I'm wrong, Tab, but rolling lower is better in this game. Right?
Mhm. Natural.
Okay.
I did
Okay,
threaten
but if
Chirag
you fail-
multiple times with natural 12, so I didn't know I have that power over physical dice, but I will be abusing it.
Oh.
If you fail a roll, you read effort. I just saw that in the rules. Like,
That's correct. However, you don't gain
To
more
go.
effort than your maximum effort.
no, I get that. That's useful for later.
So this is
though,
a very
when-
good. This is the reason why you should be using all your effort.
Mhm.
So
But I have
as
no one to help.
as the words "I'm not supposed to be here" come out of your mouth, you you definitely are supposed to be here. You are a top sea influencer, and you're supposed to be at a casino right now. You're supposed to be at the Nemo.
I'm
Uh,
not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be there. And she points at Atlantis City in the city, the downtown area, I guess, is where the casino is. Like whatever big shiny building. She just points that way.
mhm.
Okay. Yo. Okay. You must be.
And
You're performing it?
Archie, as far as you know, no, you are a citizen of Atlantis City.
So,
This is completely normal.
so with my new memories, would I recognize this big seafluencer?
Yes, and Avery, go ahead and tell me what your seafluencer name is.
Right.
Wavery.
Wavery Horse.
Yeah.
Very course.
Brilliant. Ah, too good.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Fitness influencer nerd, also known as Finn.
Oh my god, so good.
Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it.
Sure,
this
making
is
it work.
gold.
Making it work.
Wow. Wavery, the Finfluencer. Let me. Well, I have a automobiles. Automoboats. If you need a ride into the Nemo,
No, a boatmobile.
Yes.
thank you.
Is it automobile? Do I get the impression that I'm going to be late or something? Because you said it was early. Am I supposed to be somewhere? Is that now part of my thing? I'm supposed to be performing somewhere?
You
supposed to be
realize
somewhere?
that you are not supposed to be performing somewhere. You are supposed to be meeting someone
Oh.
in the downstairs, across the street from the Nemo in a oh god, in a diner.
Yeah, I'm gonna be late for a meeting. I have my 7 a.m. meeting. So I would appreciate a ride.
7 a.m. meetings.
It is at this point, by the way, that Archie realizes, wait, I have a meeting in downtown as well, in that same diner that that Wavery just mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's why I've got my keys out. Obviously. Let's get into my. Let's get in my autoboat. I point to a larger submarine with wheels. Come on. We all ride in the yellow submarine.
Yeah.
So as we switch over to a diner, where Adam, would you mind rolling me a d12 once again, difficulty of 6?
Oh no. Oh, there's a 5.
That's a 5. So you are sitting in a diner waiting for people, and as you're thanks, Anne. As you're waiting, you're kind of like forgetting who you were supposed to be meeting with. You there's a part of you goes like, oh yeah, they're supposed to be here for the plan. But wait, who are
What?
who am I?
What the
You look down and you see like seaweed.
Ooh.
Masses and masses of seaweed. And that is not normal. That is not what's supposed to be happening.
Okay. What's going? Okay. Do I remember like stepping through the door and then here? Do I have like any sort of like bits and pieces of my memory of this place, or is it just straight like normal or origin universe?
So what you're putting
Rob?
together is that a person who you like, who's now starting to escape your mind, but what you're sure they had a tail, and otherwise were like big, burly, but had a like a cocked sideways fedora, and that's kind of the like a shadowy figure that you're getting. Who definitely you remember they talked to you about something very important about Nemo's casino. Like what is a Nemo? What you're not going to a casino. You're supposed to be going to the grocery.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I just got sort of this big old realization. I'm like, fuck. Oh shit! It's my first day. I gotta get to the goddamn Cherry Grocers, and I sort of look around and seeing all this water stuff. And am I made of seaweed?
Your swamp thing.
I
Well,
am swamp thing.
Seaweed thing.
Okay.
Kelp thing.
Huh. This was in that goddamn coffee. What the fuck is going on? Is there someone around that I can just kind of like wave down?
Yeah, there's a this is a Deep One's owned establishment, so there's a
I don't know if I'd wave them down then.
no, the Deep Ones
friendly
look fairly
tentacle
normal.
thing.
This is what they normally look like.
Oh, okay. I'm imagining like Cthulhu deep ones. So I'm like, oh
No, they are
I'm
definitely
gonna wave
Cthulhu
down a
Deep
tentacle
Ones.
monster.
But that's only when they open their mouths.
Oh, wonderful.
So you wave someone down, like probably like the daughter of the owners, like walking over, wearing like a 50 style diner, 50 style diner server outfit. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Excuse me. Is there is this is this normal?
This-
Just sort of gesture at
I-
everything.
Is what normal? The free refills of coffee? Yes, of course they're normal. Do you want more? As she has like a can of like one of those tin cans of coffee.
You know what? Yeah, I think I might need some more coffee. Yeah, I think.
Okay,
that
coming
might
right up.
help.
Grabs the like earthenware mug, pours it in, and this coffee seems to be like denser than water as
yeah,
it sinks down into the mug. And yeah, no, you have a mug of steaming coffee.
Sludge. Nice.
Hey,
do you?
the sludginess is how you know that it's working.
I look towards the witch. What's your name? Hun?
Oh, Daphne Deep.
Definitely deep. Nice to meet you. I'm
Uh,
Rob. Yeah. Do you know me? Have I been here before?
Yeah, I mean, are you okay? Yeah, you've been here a couple of times this week.
Okay. I think I'm just really tired. So if you can just like, remind me of how you know me and who I am and how I got here, I'd really appreciate that.
And she's beginning to like slowly edge back away from you as a
Just a
bit of
coffee.
like,
Coffee. Yeah.
and as she goes like, oh no, coffee. A fog starts to try to reassert itself over your over you. D12 difficulty of 5.
Oh no. I got a 5 right on it. Is that did I fail or succeed?
I think that's a success. I believe it's same or lower.
I'm just going crazy in this diner. This isn't real. It's the Matrix. You gotta unplug. I probably would do that.
Take the seaweed pill.
I'd be like, I don't know. I'm gonna stand up and be like, all right, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but I'm not a fish man or a seaweed person. So what the hell is going on? And I'll just kind of like get out of the booth and like because he's probably actually having like a little bit of a psychotic break. This is crazy. This is crazy. And he doesn't see anyone he recognizes or anything. So Robbie, he's kind of freaking out.
Amazing. So yeah, as you're doing that, you knock over a binder that's in front of you, and like a bunch of paper comes spilling out over the table. Are you freaking out too much to look down, or do you actually look at it?
Well, I mean, if I notice that I knock something over and it draws my attention, I would definitely look at it first.
Okay.
Or
So
starting to make a scene.
as you're beginning to make a scene, you look down and just sprawled over the table are now a whole bunch of like bunch of notes, maps of the casino, guard rotation times, and well, you don't know what the fuck is going on, but it seems like whoever you're supposed to be is planning a heist.
Okay.
And at that realization, we're going to swap over to Ida, as Amy, you are still sitting in the you're still sitting in the casino's basement. Drink. If you've just finished the last drop of wine, I'll say you are like the most organized of this group. As
Casinos have buffets. I want to see them.
as your phone beeps and you're informed that you have a 7 a.m. appointment with, and now I need to think of a pun name for Robbie.
I got one. Mr. Seagreen.
Perfect.
It could just be Mr. Atlantic because that's his last name.
Yeah, and actually, you
that
have
makes more sense. Go Mr. Atlantic.
You get a ping on your phone that you're half an hour away from your 7 a.m. meeting with Mr. Atlantic.
Is there like a location?
Yeah, I mean, you are well prepared, and
Yeah,
you look at your phone.
This GPS like location.
You look at the GPS on your phone, and it's at the it's like 500 meters away. And if you look at the map that it's displaying, you're seeing that you're standing in Nemo's casino right now. And as you look, and it's apparently across the street in the Subsea Diner.
Okay, fill my pockets with buffet food, then go to dine.
The buffet food is primarily seafood.
But
Not
the
not fish
people
food?
are seafood.
Well, that's the thing. Fish eat fish.
Oh,
It's a fish eat fish world out there.
I grab a plate and everything I can reasonably like just put into my coat. And everything else I like take slow food, like crush it between my tongue and top of my mouth.
Is your character good at like sleight of hand?
Oh, it's a buffet, so I'm gonna walk in like I belong there, but no.
Go ahead and give me a D10. I'd say difficulty of 6 again.
Roll the 4.
Roll the 4. Perfect. Yeah. So you
I just walk like I belong.
swim outside the casino with like a chef's coat filled with food, and no one seems to be paying any attention to you. At which point, Mr. Atlantic, you see the doors to the diner open, and Ida, I'm going to ask you to make up your mind about what your character has become.
With a chef, has to be wearing a chef's white nonetheless.
I would say while Ida's thinking, I would say in Mr. Atlantic's head, as he sort of calmed down and looked at the papers, just kind of saying to himself, "All right, Robbie, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know where you are, but apparently, looks like you're supposed to be robbing a casino. Okay, I guess I'll just I'm supposed to be meeting someone. Yeah. I'll just wait and I'll talk to these people. Maybe they know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, just calm and relax. Speak help. And I guess I kind of look up and see whoever's walking through the door.
I'm gonna recycle an old character from a Tao stream. A big octopus with the head out of the chef white, with one tentacle out of each sleeve, rest of the tentacle forming the trunk of the body.
Amazing. So as that
Oh god.
as that comes swimming in, the this is not happening to you, but for the people watching this metaphorical TV show, the screen freezes for a moment, and like a banner shows up underneath her as as an audio sting happens, and we see it say, "Hey Mare, the cook." And you hear like a chef's knife sound in the background as she comes walking into if she comes walking in, and you see someone sitting at the booth who you're probably Mr. Atlantic.
They look terrified.
Who's looking like he's absolutely freaking out.
I like to imagine that subconsciously I'm looking at this Mr. Atlantic and they're green, and Amy Octopus's skin briefly had these little ripples of green. I'm like,
and as we see that exact look that Adam is now showing off on this massive kelp face, Mr. Atlantic, the brains.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That is not Robbie.
And he keeps failing it. He keeps succeeding at his role to not be the brains of the operation. So as you walk, Ida, can you give me a D12, difficulty of 5 at this point?
no, I cannot.
Failure. Excellent. In that case,
12 even.
In that case, as you're swimming in, your mind clouds for a second, and then you're realizing, yes, you are Aymare, the cook, and that is Mr. Atlantic, a very incredibly well-known criminal mastermind. who is who has called you out for one last job. And you've done plenty of work with him before, and he's always cool, collected, and always has a plan for everything.
I as I'm sliding into the booth, I make sure I try to be cool in front of this cool person. So the whole like bulb head goes like, and even though I still have 2 tentacles out each sleeve, number 5 comes up, pulls out like one of the little things that cook from the kitchen, and out from the neck, tentacle hands over like, this kind of sushi roll over to Mr. Atlantic.
I extend my kelp hand and I go, oh, because I have a kelp hand. Take it. I take we know each other.
I'm going to, if I have everything, my part of my equipment was chef's equipment, and I
Correct.
specified
You
that
still
I
have your
have
chef's knives.
I have a chef's roll-up pack, and inside would be
Ooh.
like a chef's knife, paring knife, honing steel, what reasonably fits in here, and
Yeah.
there's these like really kitschy keychain spices kind of thing.
Ooh.
With one of the tentacles with the sucker is going to open up and sprinkle over whatever I gave to Mr. Atlantic.
Oh,
And yeah, surprisingly enough, like the spices actually float down and sit down on the sushi
Little
on the
fish
sushi
food.
roll.
little fish flakes. How does
Bonito
it
flakes.
how does it taste? Tastes pretty good. Wow! Holy shit! That's great.
I get
Wow,
like extra tentacles just to cross my tentacle. Cross, 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 cross. Yeah.
Oh wow! I mean, hey, I could tell with the hat and stuff, but I mean, now I can really tell you're a good chef. Oh shit, man! That's pretty. Hi.
This isn't a 2-person operation, right?
And as you say
What?
that,
What's
the
that?
camera shifts as we fade in and we fade out and fade into a boatomobile driving down the streets, probably a little bit too fast, taking corners a little bit too tight, and as it like moves, as it like skids through one of the corners, the screen stops again, and it's not just Archie Asudani, the mechanic.
Oh, I was gonna say the getaway diver, but we'll go with mechanic.
And then the car skids around. And how does Wavery react to that?
She's like, woohoo!
Yeah, as you hear the woohoo, the screen stops again, and it's Wavery, the face, with like a like stereotypical photograph clicking sound as that is happening. And at that point, car twists, turns perfectly parallel, parked into the one spot in front of the diner. Tires screeching apparently. And you both hear tires screeching outside as a still cheering Wavery gets out and starts walking towards the diner.
She is walking towards the diner, taking selfies. Like a true influencer.
Yeah. Archie, like seeing the selfies, like presses the button so his helmet becomes opaque because, like, I don't want to be in the pictures for this. I don't know that this is your part of the job. I don't want to be seen here. Walks in afterwards. So it's that very creepy, like the thing where like the person you can't see the person behind the helmet.
Oh, scary.
Archie has now become the Stig.
I got that right.
I think Wavery just kind of glides over, and do I have any recollection of who I'm supposed to meet? when the
Uh,
brain fog hit.
yes, your brain fog has made you believe in the narrative. So as you get as you get in, as you step in, you realize that right there is Mr. Atlantic, the brains, the the perfect planner who's called you for one last job to heist this casino. And
I have a question. So this is
yes,
a diner situation, right? Are there so it's a booth, right? That everyone
it's a
is
booth.
sitting
Yes.
at?
Ooh, can we have a
There
corner
is the-
booth? Corner booth.
Is there are there tables where I can grab a chair?
No, if you're about to do what I think you're about to do, yes, you can definitely grab a chair, twist it around, and sit down. Sit down on it.
Yeah, no, literally Avery, as she walks in, grabs a chair on the way and basically does like the Riker and sits down with the chair backwards and says, "Nice job, huh, Mr. Atlantic?"
Mr. Atlantic, go ahead and roll me a d10 versus 4.
Oh no, a D10.
Yeah.
That is a 4. That is a 4. I don't know what keeps happening, but apparently Robbie cannot or is really
Who the
sane in
fuck
this
is this Mr. Atlantic? Mr. Atlantic is your father. And why do all these people know you? Is this a nightmare?
Yeah. I
And at this point, a looming figure with with like a space suit, a white diving suit, and a black steak style helmet comes walking in and just
Mr. Atlantic. It's been 5 years since last time we met. Yeah. Use. And he like looks over intimidatingly, and this is you son of a bitch, and just like does the whole grabbing the arm thing, and just like good.
Yeah, we're friends, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
You see, Robbie kind of taking this in. Still has the freaked out look on his face, and just kind of like sits back down after a couple seconds. Is like, we all know each other. Yeah. And we all know why we're here.
Well, and like, for the one last job.
So why don't we all say it at the same time?
Yeah.
On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Heisting the Nemo.
Good job.
Yeah, exactly. One last heisting
And
Nemo.
as-
That's what.
and as you say that, the screen crash, black and white, and the title card imposes over it as we are now in Atlantis 4, and that's where we go to a break.
Happened to 1, 2, and 3.
All those characters died.
We're the only survivors of Atlantic 1. That was 5 years ago.
Oh,
Well,
there's
I mean,
And
Four
with
of us,
that, we are
that's
going to
why
go
it's
to a
called-
quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Woo! Did you say it was
That-
Ocean's Atlantic? Is that what you said?
bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs.
You do know that they could hear you while you were saying that,
That's
right?
exactly why I was saying those things.
We're getting into the mood, and that is part of the mood.
You're lucky I
Bananas
didn't
in
sing it and cause
pajamas.
copyright strikes.
Yeah.
I don't even know that song, so
I know, so I chose to say it instead. Welcome everyone. We're back.
Welcome back to.
they're playing a very fun game that is called Break Tav as we come back from break.
Yeah.
But we're hacking it too. We've unlocked God mode.
No,
And it's
that's
just
a
Tav's
later
little
game.
body ping-ponging against the frame of whatever this is.
We're in New Game Plus mode right now.
So as you find your way into as we find our way back past the opening credits in Atlantis 4, we zoom back in on Robbie Atlantic's face as he's
I sort of get the binder now that everyone's like, yeah, we're heisting, we're doing the thing. I was like, yeah, and I'll sort of like open up the binder and sort of like look at it and kind of try to skim through it to get like a basic idea of what's kind of going on if I
so
can.
Mr. Atlantic is the brains and is amazing at that.
Okay.
How good is Robbie at planning things?
Not very good, I think. Let's see. I'm looking at his stuff and his talents and all that kind of stuff. He's good at traversing cities, and he's good at smelling things, and he's big. So I don't think there's anything in there about planning. So
Okay,
I
so
guess normal.
you're quickly skimming the document. I'll call it the difficulty 4 D10.
Okay, awesome.
If there's is there a way I can assist because I have a talent that may be helpful? I can navigate administration.
Ooh,
Things that
yeah.
you do when you're
Oh.
ordering logistics for a
Okay, yeah, it's
restaurant, menu planning. If I see
Yeah,
a binder
so
and I see
Put the binder
tabs,
down. Yeah.
various suckers are going to pull out the tentacles and start holding up like 8 sheets at once.
Yeah,
The
in
more
that
you see,
case,
the more
you
you can
can
think and plan.
I love
you
it.
can spend 2 effort to boost to use the help action. In which case, Adam, you roll 2 D10.
I will
Oh my
expend 2
God.
effort then.
Thank you so much. I hope I roll well. Okay.
And the
that's,
tips of each tentacle sort of just like pointing like this headline, this subtitle.
yeah. I got a 4 and a 2.
Amazing. So yeah, you
Yeah.
as you're going through this, you're like, oh yeah, no, I definitely know what is going on. I've planned kids' birthday parties before.
I planned parties.
I've had to like you've had to do like the supermarkets logistical system. You know
Yeah.
your way around
I
this.
had a
And,
lot of odd jobs today.
yeah, exactly. And as you go through this, you haven't ever robbed a casino before, but I mean,
No.
there's guard schedules there. That's basically similar to delivery schedules, and
Yeah.
there's directions on a floor plan towards a safe. Well, that's honestly just like plotting a delivery route for when you were doing Fluber Eats.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like, all right, okay. So with looking at the plans and getting that roll, do I know what specifically we are stealing and who we are giving it to?
Right. Okay. So you're going through this, and the main goal doesn't seem to be like the money in the safe or anything, although there's a whole bunch of shells to be gained there. The main goal seems to be this big mirror thing called the mirror of Atlantis, which is supposed to be sitting in the safe of Nemo's. And you begin to realize, like, you're not you're not playing the part, but something in the back of your mind tells you this is a very important mirror.
Okay. Huh. Do I get a feeling with this thinking of the mirror? Do I get like a feeling or a sense of like home, maybe? Like
Not a
this
sense
is
of
some
home,
way.
but a sense of continuation.
Okay. So like, yeah, I'm like, okay. This is like internally, he's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but maybe I can get some answers with this mirror thing. I don't know why, but I feel like something. Okay. I sort of it goes back into speaking out loud. All
Yeah,
right.
this took like a second at most. You are now in your element. Oh, even though you don't understand what that is.
I Robbie remembers like heist movies, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna try my best. And he's like, all right, here's the job, everybody. We gotta get in there, get in the casino, get the mirror, and get the hell out of here without anybody seeing. Here's the plan. And then sort of
And
scoots the binder
you are
forward.
distracted as you've finally gotten a cup of coffee, and it seems to be holding in your coffee mug. I figured that would distract Avery.
Oh, yeah. Totally distracted. She picks up the coffee and just is trying to look like she's still paying attention, but is drinking coffee.
It's very obvious that she's more focused on the coffee than on the plan.
Archie is just like fully like paying attention to the thing, but it's very difficult to read his face because he's gone full, because he's quite opaque. Actually, if there's no one else here, near the booth, like if the space is mostly empty, like he would just like, now that we've leaned in, he would turn off his helmet at this point. Not turn it off, but like make it transparent. So, this is too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Adam,
like I
go
would
ahead and
directly.
give me a D8 versus a difficulty of 4.
Come on. This is the one time I can actually do it. Fuck. The 5.
Oh no.
Okay, so as the helmet as the helmet.
Since it's me doing it, can I help after the check has been done, or do I have to declare before?
Oh, you can absolutely help.
I'll spend 2 effort. I'm a very recognizable face.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll.
Archie gives me
Sharad,
that
remember
winning
to
smile.
Reduce your effort.
I will
Appreciate
doing that.
Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't worth it. I got a 6.
Oh no.
I don't recognize your winning smile, Archie.
This is actually
it's fine.
good because as you are as the helmet lifts up, or well, the like the shadowy part of the helmet opens, you are suddenly overwhelmed by the brain fog and like memories of driving away in high-speed chases from banks that you robbed, perfectly executed heists, losing friends during these robberies. And yeah, that is your good friend Archie. He's been there anytime you needed him. And you look down at the plans again, and you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You are now bought into the narrative.
You can see him kind of like shake a little bit, and he's like, all right, there's no fucking around this time, all right? If any of you new folks get in and mess anything up, it could cost everyone their lives. So let's get in there, do it right, do it clean, and everyone gets paid, all right?
Let's take Nemo for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be on distraction duty. Ding.
And
Yeah.
Amy
the
like
camera.
menacingly takes out like a knife and a honer. Shing, 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 shing.
That's what I
She
like
is
to see. Yeah.
Amy is in fact the muscle of this operation.
Yes.
I'd be like,
All the
all right,
muscle.
so here's the plan. And then I guess like, I don't know, talking through the steps. Do we
So-
have a plan, or are we making a plan?
As you are laying out the plan,
Okay.
the as you begin to talk, the scenery around you fades, and we fade into what is the first part of your plan?
Oh gosh. Okay. What do we
Have
think,
we
guys?
reasonably gotten information like blue camera
Yeah,
layout and stuff
we're
like
good.
that,
The
right?
binder.
It's in the
You've
binder.
got blueprints, you've got camera layouts, you've got the guards' favorite coffee orders.
Uh,
Dick.
I imagine like the first plan would be kind of like talking our way in. Like one hand, we have the face who's got that kind of influencer show, get that attention, distract them.
Yeah,
So
so
if
in
we
that
need,
case, we zoom in as the voiceover says. So yeah, first we have to talk. We have to get in to the casino itself. That is where you get in. As we see Avery waltz up to the casino with the rest of the crew in tow.
We'll all have
and-
matching suits.
yeah,
Sorry.
We'll have matching suits.
we're part of the entourage. Exactly.
Oh, like I'll hold
The-
like a ring light behind Avery.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
amazing.
Maybe
A
since
boom
I'm
mic.
like thick, I look like a bodyguard or something.
Yeah, there's a there's a security guard with a clipboard at the entrance of the casino. As you are waltzing up there, as you're not on the
I-
list.
No pictures.
I would like to use a sweet talk talent. Try to
Okay.
convince this guard that I have good intentions. I'm just here for a good time. But also I want to try to convince him that absence of my name list is a mistake or like a clerical error, like someone screwed up and did not do their
Yeah, so
job.
he's about to lead
I'm
into like
supposed to be on the list.
he's beginning to start like cover charge is 500. And as he's saying that, you start to go in there. Go ahead and give.
I am social media influencer Waverly Star. I'm supposed to be on that list. Someone in my entourage screwed up. Should have scheduled this in advance. I have sponsorship deals on the line. What was the difficulty?
Rolling
I forgot
before you
about-
hear difficulty. That's brave. I'll call this
Fine.
moderate, so 5.
Woo!
As you are beginning to yell at the guy to go. I didn't realize we have celebrity. We have had a celebrity here. Give me a second. I'll have to call. I'll have to call the boss. As he turns around, what do you do?
I shoulder and just gesture for everybody to go ahead while one's watching because Avery is going to run interference. Keep talking to the guard while everyone's trying to get by because you don't want Avery to try to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Say about that.
Amazing. Okay. I'll
Okay.
let you expend 2 effort to give everyone a bonus die on the sneaking in
Everyone
test.
gets the bonus.
Yeah, everyone will get the
Yay.
bonus.
My
Sweet.
God.
Best.
I don't
Use
know if
of
that's how the
effort.
rules are supposed to work, but that's how they work right now.
Don't have enough effort to expend for everybody individually.
Exactly.
So let's make this work.
All right. So
She's posturing, and she's like doing a I guess her seahorse arms are doing like a signal in the back of her to like.
Yeah, the security
everyone
guard is
through?
distracted, so I'll call this difficulty 6. And does anyone have anything that'll help them here, or?
I've got soft-footed, for sneaking, which
Oh,
means I roll with a
amazing, yeah.
D8 instead.
So you roll 2d8, and the rest
Could
of you
this
rolls.
require a quick reaction time?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
a
give you
keen
that.
sense
Then I
of
get-
smelling.
No.
Smelling for trouble.
Then I'll use a D8 for my fast reflexes talent.
Okay, so it's a difficulty of 6, against a 2d8 for Ida, 2d8 for Shirag, and 2d10 for
2d10.
Adam.
All right, let's go. Okay. I got a 5.
What was the difficulty?
6.
I got a 7.
And
That hurts.
You
5
rolled
plus-
twice.
Yeah, I got a 7 and an 8. It's not good. It's not looking good.
okay.
I step back out with Waverly. Because I get caught.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6 and a 1, so a 1.
Yeah, so both Amy and Archie sneak their way in past the guard, and as Mr. Atlantic is trying to do the same thing, his lumbering seaweed body just gets an arm put in front of you. Goes like, wait up there, smart guy. So yeah, I just called the boss, Miss Star, and I don't know what kind of star you think you are, but you're not supposed to be. You're not on the list. Mr. Nemo has no idea who has no idea who you are. He doesn't do the he doesn't do the TikToks.
Mr. Nemo is out of touch.
You're breaking up a little.
Sorry. Mr. Nemo is out of touch with the younger population. He might want to reconsider because they're going to be bringing the money in. Besides, it isn't so much a sponsorship deal. It's just that someone forgot to file the clearance so I could film content here. So if you could help me out by arranging a meeting with the boss and my bodyguard, for me and my bodyguard, and maybe you come to some amicable agreement.
He's getting a bit suspicious of you, so I'll call it the difficulty 4. Your D8 still applies.
Can I help in some way? Given some effort to the role, I would be by being like, hey, bodyguard to bodyguard, it's just a paperwork issue. Like, come on.
One thing I do want to remind all of you of is you don't. This is a system where you don't need to pre-spend, so you can choose to
okay.
spend your effort after the roll, after you see if the roll is a failure.
Okay, well,
In
then
that
I
case,
will
it would be
wait.
like jumping in afterwards as someone is beginning to fail.
Okay, cool.
I really
rolled-
like that, by the way.
I rolled an 8.
Then yeah, I would
Yay.
like to step in and be like, hey, look, bodyguard to bodyguard. I mean, it's just for fucking paperwork, man. I mean, come on. Look, we just gotta talk to the guy. Look, my client, they need to get in there. They need to do their social thing. Don't make it harder than it is, all right? So I'd like to spend.
Go ahead and re-roll.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is it's not an 8. The bad news is it's a 5 and not a 4.
No.
Okay, so Anne,
So
go ahead
sorry.
and mark your effort up to 1 because you failed a roll.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you fail a roll, you regain effort. Adam, go ahead and mark your effort down to 0, by the way.
Mhm.
Just so that we keep these
Yeah, I got that.
wonderful spreadsheet, the wonderful little
Yes.
thingies up and running.
To update it earlier, so now it's just a 1. It's fine. Did I?
Yes.
Cool, so good switch. That's fun.
Yeah, it's
So-
great.
As you are talking, to the guard goes, no. If Mr. Nemo says you don't get in, you don't get in. And we move back to the diner as one of you pipes up. So, what do we do if we can't get in through the front door? And
Plan B.
now I would like to know, what are Amy and Archie doing to make sure that the two of you can get in?
Well, I have a suggestion, but Ida, if you want to, my idea was basically Ida started off in the wine cellar. So the story is that Ida was there to find an entrance route through the wine cellar basement. So
I was
Ida
doing
can be
recon already.
exactly and
Yes!
getting drunk. It was all part of the plan.
So
Getting 6
yeah,
a.m.
we
drunk was essential.
so yeah we hear we hear the voiceover. So what if we can't get into the door? Well, we just need one person to get in and open up the back door, and and then we zoom back in as Amy and Archie are sneaking down into the wine cellar, and there's uh, this deliveries receivables door, very large, so you can drive a truck up to it and unload it. And well, you're there now. Avery and Mr. Atlantic are probably on the other side, but it's locked.
I was in. Look, I said like I swear that isn't that crate of wine bottles supposed to be full? Point at the empty crate.
Quality control.
Sure. Okay.
Quality
you want-
control.
yeah.
What
Quality
was,
or
what was
quantity?
the last job we did again? My mind
Uh,
is fuzzy. You look familiar.
yeah.
We did jobs
So
before.
as
We must have, right? Yeah. Atlantic 2. I mean, 2 years ago. Yeah.
as you're saying this, can I
Mhm.
get a D10 from the both of you? Difficulty of 4.
I don't think I can because I have the defeatist thing, which means I cannot repeat failed checks.
No. Oh,
So I am stuck in the
Interesting.
narrative unless you say this is different.
interesting.
You have to wait a whole day to redo a check, right? Like
That's
in
what
game.
defeatist says. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. In that case,
Wow.
I'll say if someone else like actively falls out of the narrative, that gets you a repeat, but otherwise you don't get repeats.
I'll do my best. I'm
Cool.
gonna roll a d10 here. I got a ones.
You got a
Hey.
1.
I got
So
I got a one.
you look at him again, and Atlantic 2. What the? No, that is Archie. He is eaten at your restaurant. Why am I an octopus?
You had a high protein diet, and we made you something that was like really blueberry because it was like really good for eyesight, good for reaction, antioxidants.
I think you're getting a bit too much into the role. I mean, you're not actually a chef. It's just part of this guy. Are you all right?
At this point, Amy has broken the narrative, so you get another roll.
Okay. Let's see.
Um,
D12
I have
or D10?
8 arms. This would be awesome in the kitchen.
Always look on the bright side of life. D12 or D10?
D10.
You
9.
take white over reds because the reds give
So-
you headaches.
You have no idea what Amy is talking about. Is Amy having a mental break now? And as you're saying this, there's a thunk, thunk,
97.
thunk, of probably Mr. Atlantic banging on the outside door, wondering
Listen, Yeah.
what the hell is going on.
I don't know what's going on with you, Ames. I need your head and all. Need your head in the game. Don't know where the brain is on the octopus, but get it focused. We're going to, and I'm just going to try like open the back door using
Soft.
my crafting tools. Just kind of like winch
Yeah.
it open or just trying to push it open.
Uh,
I get back an effort for failing the roll, right?
correct.
Yeah,
And
back to 1.
You are using your crafting tools. Does that give you a bonus?
It means I can double checking the crafting tool rules. It just says I can use. Might just be a permission thing. All crafting tools require a talent to be used. My talents are repair, So if you think repair could work here, otherwise I could
Nice.
hit it with my wrench.
I'll give you that. So D8 in that case, or D10.
D8 for repair. Here we go. 6.
Woo.
Yeah. So as this is fairly easy. So as you, Mr. Atlantic and Wavery here, like locks unlocking, and then a sickening crunch as like a lock is just being broken, and then the garage door rolls up, and you see Amy standing there looking at her tentacles. As
Are you also people?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Were you also human? Where we
What the fuck is a human?
we're under the sea.
Avery
Okay,
just looks
so,
down at her legs that are
Mr.
human.
Mr. Atlantic, D10, please, and Wavery, a D.
Oh.
D10 as well.
10. Okay.
I
Against
super failed.
difficulty 4.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I
And
see.
Adam-
Adam,
I got-
I'm assuming
I got a
you
9.
rolled in that 10.
Yeah. Oh, close. Very close.
So-
I gain effort back. Yes.
Yes, you
Yeah.
both get effort back, and I particularly love the fact that there's constantly one person who
Yeah.
is free of the narrative, and everyone else is looking at them like, "The fuck you on about?"
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's
I was a
she-
human. I had
I-
a restaurant.
You
Listen,
don't know
she
what a
might-
human is.
Listen,
Avery, we
I am,
need you
I am
at
a
your
human.
best.
I am literally a human. I'm right
Oh
here.
shit! Yeah, that's what you are, Archie.
Humans
I,
don't live
I
underwater.
forgot.
All right, okay, listen.
I think you've always
I had
been
a lot about that when I moved here. All right, and I don't need that kind of attitude. Okay, I don't need
Archie,
this.
I'm sorry.
You have had other issues. Remember that big blow up?
Yeah.
Change your
Yeah.
whole career.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you know what? When Archie got that new hairdo, is that what
Thanks.
you're talking about?
Thanks for noticing. Listen,
When he got
I think,
frosted tips?
listen. I know you're an octopus, but I think you've been drinking like a fish a bit too much, if I can say something.
Avery,
So
we need you at your best, okay?
Yeah.
Put down the bottle. What was that?
No.
Oh no, sorry. I said Avery. I meant Amy. Amy, you didn't put down the bottle. Avery, you were gonna say something?
I was going to say, so guys, I tried my best with the guards, and they've escalated up. So we're on the clock. I don't remember what the next step is because
Yeah.
woo! But
They know our faces.
they know face for sure.
That's all right.
And Mr. Atlantics. But I'm okay with that because side effects of the job. I guess the next step would be for us to go deeper, right? Deeper
Mhm.
into the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plan
Yeah,
C.
Yeah, we all know what the next step is. We
Yeah.
all
As-
I help
selectively.
As
you
you're saying
here,
that,
and you help me get back to the overworld.
As you're saying
Right.
that, we jump
Sure.
back, and he goes like, "Okay, so we're going to make sure that we're in. But what do we do if any of us have a mental breakdown while we're in?" And then there's just a
Not it.
Slap
just-
first. Smelling salt second. What's number 3, Archie?
no. We
Huh?
see like a third. We see like a third. We see like a bunch of pictures that are dropped on the frame. First slap, then smelling salts, then we just see Amy downing another bottle of that wine, and that image begins moving again as no, like, okay, so
Amy, did you do the slap?
that's all-
Did you do the
that's all.
salts? Did you do the wine?
What
The
are
wine's
you
been done.
talking about? You're a pile of underwater vegetation.
She did it in reverse, guys. She did it.
Slap
Okay.
first.
We
Listen.
got to go with the next step. We don't have time for another breakdown.
Yeah. Good thing we know the next step.
Yes. which we all know is
We're in the kitchen, so we
Dude.
get a table and we hide under the table and we have the
Yeah,
chef
the-
who's in a chef outfit push us
Yeah.
on to the next layer and
So
get
then
as
we
close to
get
the
to,
safe as we can.
exactly. We get to the elevator that
Serving
brings
tray.
us down to
The
the
serving tray. Yeah.
Serving cart.
tray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was
so-
your
and
plan.
as-
This is why it's
and
so
as-
good.
As you're
exactly.
as you're saying that, we see we see like the serving tray covered in different kinds of seafood, with and we see the white apron being put down as the entirety of the group is hiding underneath there, and
But
we see
except-
a
Here,
Except-
we could be eaten ourselves. This is a world
Except-
where people eat other
Except
people.
for
You understand, Amy? We understand.
we see a completely
No,
flummoxed
don't.
Amy pushing the serving
Except-
cart.
except for Avery. Avery will be because she's the distraction. So she's
Oh.
gonna her whole point is to be distraction while everyone else goes. So that's like her part of it. So she's basically trying to draw all the attention to herself if any guards or anything come by so that they can get away. That's
Oh yeah.
her
Aren't
job.
you the replacement lounge singer that's supposed to be entertaining the guests right now?
I'm gonna go. Bye. And then Avery just starts walking like she belongs there and is basically just making sure the coast is clear for everyone else, and then
Listen,
Yeah, actually, go ahead and give me a distraction check as you're basically I'll call it a D8 against. It's not
Can I-
going to be hard. Difficulty of
Can
like
I,
yeah.
can I suggest something? Could you, when you're about to go on Finstagram Live and just like get all your fans to like swarm the place as a bigger distraction rather than just one person they can pick up and throw away?
Okay, so
We're giving out free
some point-
Xboxes.
Yeah.
A flash
boxes.
skull.
or
Trust
or
boxes.
a what are those like secret shows where it's just like, hey, here's the secret location to my next show.
or it's like a flash mob, even though like no one really does those
Yeah, a
anymore.
flash skull.
Yeah, a flash school.
Love it.
Yeah,
might
go
be it.
go ahead and give me that roll. As we see the two of you,
Oh.
the two groups go different directions, and on the one hand we have you trying to pull together a flash mob in the casino, and that was a difficulty 6, so absolutely not difficult for you. This is what you're made for. So we see people beginning to coalesce towards the casino, and then we see like the dinner tray slowly the serving cart rolling towards an elevator, which dings opens up, and you roll the cart in.
I'd like to be giving Amy a pep talk while we're going through the thing. Like, look, I've seen. So like whispering while underneath the car. He's like, look, I've worked with a lot of folks on many jobs, and some of them have those psychotic breaks during the middle of the heist. You just got to keep yourself together, okay? Just say, I'm an octopus. I'm an octopus. Just keep
You're
saying,
being
"Oh,
very
Contest the check.
specific on that.
yeah.
I'm rolling a d10 for this, I guess. Eh?
I'll say you're both pretty sure of what you're doing, so I'll call it a D8 on both of you.
Okay.
Oh, I get to roll it as well?
Yeah, it's a contested test.
Oh,
And I'm double checking
I got a
how
2.
contested check works. Sometimes PCs or NPCs can find themselves in direct contest with each other. If instead of GM choosing a difficulty, the players each make a check. The player that rolls lower on their check succeeds, and the player that rolls higher fails.
I rolled 3.
I get a 2.
So what happens now is, as the
Oh, no.
as the wave of mist, a wave of brain fog hits you again, Amy. No, you're an octopus, and you aren't a chef, but you're a menace with a chef's knife.
You there, Amy? Yeah?
as the elevator moves and you hear the ding ding as it moves past floors, Amy's gonna take a tentacle and open the chef's pack, the chef's roll, and in this narrative there is a chain that connects the chef knife and the paring knife, and now the knife nunchuck thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Knife chucks.
Yeah.
Nice
Like-
job.
We love it.
That's the
And
old
Amy will
Amy.
absolutely start twirling it around because I think someone with mild proficiency could do it.
Wake up, Amy. New Amy Lord just dropped. Master
all
of the knife chuck.
You all right? You all
Nice
right?
job.
You back, Amy? You back? Oh, good. All right, Archie. You know the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're reaching down to the safe level, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So
we can get
the next challenge up. There is a single hallway with
it.
cameras, obviously, but also a laser grid through the hallway that you need to
Mm-hmm.
get through.
Oh, that's definitely Amy's specialty.
Yeah, thankfully,
Yeah.
Amy.
yeah. Thank God.
Amy's
With
got
those
the perfect-
reflective knives.
Yeah, Amy's got the
Yeah.
perfect solution for both. Squid ink covers the cameras and lets us see the lasers.
Yeah.
What is it the party would like me to do? Would you like me to get through the lasers with fast reflexes, or would you like me to use my knives crafting medium melee weapon to reflect?
You should do all of
Or
it.
I have
and
heat
only
resistance.
what
I can
you
just walk through it and take the singes.
want.
Oh, they're actually burning
do,
lasers.
do all three if you can. That's what I would love to see.
Do all of it.
But would interfering with the lasers set off some sort of alarm? We should avoid them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Avoid
this
the
would be the
alarms.
alarm variety of lasers, and not the get turned to
Shish kebab.
sashimi kind of lasers.
Okay, then I would like to use my fast reflexes to just do the impressive backflips, lateral, vertical,
Squiddy.
all the tentacles just moving like
You're
a
a squid
gymnast.
now.
through
You're a
it.
kid now.
Octopus. So that's a D8 because I have a talenta.
Yeah.
Yeah. And using squid ink so the cameras don't see you do this. It's all covered up with the ink.
Yeah, it's just anytime we see like one of the security guards, there's a security guard just drinking coffee, lounging back. I'm going to say the security guard is like, actually the security guard is the same crab person that we saw earlier, who is like big muscled crab with a New York accent and wearing like a security guard's outfit now, who's just leaning back, drinking a cup of coffee as he's looking at a monitor, and then looking at the next monitor, and the monitor that he just looked at goes black from the squid ink, and then he looks at the next one, goes black because of the squid ink. He looks and it goes like,
What's my
"Oh, this seems
difficulty?
normal."
Seems normal.
So you were asking something?
Am I rolling to get through these lasers, or we're just that narrative feeling it out?
You are rolling to get through these lasers.
What's my difficulty?
This is fairly difficult. This is an actual proper laser grid. So the difficulty is I'll say 4.
Okay, I will use my fast reflexes for a D8. If they burn, I can still I don't take wounds from it, but I will take damage. And if I need to avoid them again, I can use a D8. But first to avoid the lasers. Roll the 5.
Okay, does anyone
Get
effort
have
back.
enough effort to help?
Is there a way we can combine our effort? Because I have one. I don't know if Archie, if you
I have one. If we
Can
could
we
combine effort, we
combine them?
would. I would.
You know what? Hey, I like it. I like it. Go ahead. Tell me how you're helping, and then Amy, you can roll again.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Adam, keep in mind, you succeeded. It was Amy who.
And you don't
failed,
get effort
so-
for contested rolls anyway. For contested PC.
Oh.
Oh, you don't get effort for that?
No.
Cool.
But
Never mind then.
So, yeah, I think we basically we have a flashback. Like, remember, we went through training for this. We have it set up, and we just show, do it again, do it faster, and just timing you as you're going
Again,
through
again,
this. Yeah,
again.
we got this.
Again.
Raise your knees or suckers, whatever.
Yeah.
Get it
Don't be
higher.
a sucker. Use the suckers. Come on.
Yes. You got this.
Try to parry off a wall as the lasers move and on the wall. Hold an extra beat. Okay, one more roll. No,
No,
I did worse.
Record scratch.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so
we see like Amy about to get to the last laser and then stumble as she
was a new
rolls
laser.
through a couple of the lasers. Her octopus arm does hit the laser turn off laser switch off switch, so the lasers are off now, but there's a vroom, 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 as alarms are starting to go off, and we zoom back to the security guard's room where where the crabman security guard falls back from his chair, then scrambles up, and we see like the ink dripping down from the camera, and he just makes out the three of you rushing past.
Plan
At
G.
which
Plan
point,
G.
at which point, we move into a voiceover as like, so. And what do we do if we get detected? You are you're a dash away from the safe, but you did get detected, and you have a plan for that, which is
I feel like it's gotta be with Avery. I feel like there's gotta be like, I don't know, some sort of like
Avery's
bomb
flash mob.
or like something.
actual fight.
Yeah.
Fire alarm
Avery.
underwater.
Yeah.
Avery upstairs in the
Hostage.
area. Okay, so I had this thought that Avery would like cause a scene and make it seem like one of the other people in the casino like was being inappropriate to her or something. You know, go full Karen and be like, "Oh, this person was
Start
in my personal
filming.
space." Like just complain about random person in the casino who did nothing, but
I said
just
ice
trying
in
to
this
fuck-
drink, not 3 ice. Like I said cubes, not
Yeah,
crushed.
so-
Ah!
yeah, so she'll just try to like get attention of security.
Do keep in mind that you have an asset available to you, which is the flash mob that is slowly forming outside the casino and is beginning to trickle into the casino because they want to get those Xboxes you promised.
It's a riot.
Oh, right. Okay, so then what she's going to do is go see what the security situation is out front, and then she'll do the thing where she tries to get everyone behind her as she's being a distraction. And
Hey, go ahead and roll. Go ahead. You're good at this, so go ahead and roll your d8 for this. I'll call this. I'll call it you being helped by the crowd. So 2d8 difficulty of you're pulling a crowd. You're pushing a crowd into a mob. This is not going to be hard. I'll call it a 6.
I rolled a 4.
So yeah, as you're doing this, the crowd begins surging behind you, and you.
Can
the
I
first-
pull out something from my pack or whatever of just
Absolutely.
a speaker, like one of those wireless speakers? And then I'm going to pull my phone and like turn on the most noxious upbeat pop music. If you'll imagine Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen, but like the in-universe version of it, where everyone just, as soon as it starts, because turned up, the flash mob activates, causes chaos.
As the beat drops, a wave of like fish people, crabs, oysters, a whole bunch of deep ones just waves over the security guard up front, and we see a whole bunch of the security guards who were about to rush towards the vault start rushing towards the front entrance, and the three of you look at each other, and You've got a minute.
Why isn't it crab rave?
It is. Can it please be crab rave?
Okay,
Oh,
it's
no,
totally
sorry.
crab rave.
Wait, crab rave is.
It specifically activates specific people. Like the crabs do something entirely like different from everyone else because it's like a special activation for them.
Perfect. That's the gift.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's literally rock lobster. That's the song. Literally raw. There's no change. It's the exact same.
It's legally distinct rock lobster.
Yeah.
Rock lobster.
It's the same in both universes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry. I just realized
5, 6, 7, 8.
I locked Yuki into the into my room, so I'm going to let him out real quick.
5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, we got this. Guys.
We got this.
This is prime content, everyone.
Here's the plan. We got to get through that door. We got to get that friggin' mirror or whatever, so we can get out of this.
I'm not in this.
And then we're communicating to each other in crap Morse code while
Oh my
everyone's
gosh,
doing the song. We're
yes.
actually like click, tick, tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick.
So you are now
That's dope.
in front of the vault. There is one security guard at the vault. You knew this, and you're prepared for this. How did you prepare for this, and what are you going to do to this security guard?
Knife
And-
chucks.
We have knife chuck.
I'm going to
So, yeah,
threaten with knife chucks.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As you as you wing out your knife chucks, the security guard gets up, and the security guard is an actual shark.
Ooh.
Who gets up, reaches into like the pockets of the suit that he's wearing, and pulls out two sticks and just readies himself to fight you.
Got this.
Got it.
Okay.
Makes-
What do
makes-
how to
Make some Shaolin soup.
Yes. So we are going to start, and we are going to go for initiative. I'm going to double check
Ooh.
real quick what stat block fits best for this goon. But what you all roll, except for Anne, because Anne is not here, is you all roll reaction. And don't tell me what you rolled yet. And I actually believe oh no, I don't get to roll anything because everything is pre-rolled from monsters.
Ooh.
Don't say.
got it.
Give me 1 second.
can't do that.
It's very good. No, it's not.
Oh yeah, I'll call that one. So did anyone roll a 1?
Oh.
Anyone roll a 2? Anyone roll a 3? So Ida will be Amy will be first to go. Anyone roll a 4? Anyone roll a 5? Anyone roll a 6? So the shark will be second to go. Anyone roll a 7? Then in that case, Archie will be third to go, and after that, Mr. Atlantic will go. So the shark readies two sticks to start just to fight you. But what do you do as you go first?
I go to this arm. I want to take. I have enough tentacles to have all the weapons.
It's
So
the upside. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Get them tentacles. Slap them. Oh my gosh, you could just like sucker them. Just like hold them.
Let's see how the roll goes, and then narratively
Yeah.
we'll do shenanigans to make it fit.
I think you have
I'm just
like
quickly
8
writing
attacks.
down the character's attributes. Okay, I have the character's attributes now. Now I can scroll back up to combat. Uh,
I think Amy can do 8 attacks because
canon.
yeah, because Octo.
Octo Ninja.
I
New
don't
game by
know,
Octo
I don't know,
Dad.
man.
And we're like right in front of each other.
So, the way combat works, you are. I'll say that you are in a hallway with. You're in a hallway with this shark. You are in melee range. Melee range with them. You don't need to actually do anything to move. To move closer to him. You have. Quickly scrolling through.
I am medium. I have
Attacking.
12.
To attack. To attack, you make an attack check against the monster's NPC, a defense, or the NPC's avoid check. This is a monster, so you roll against defense. You must be able to see something or otherwise sense its exact location to attack it. You can. You're using a weapon, so I believe that's a D10.
Yes.
If the attack you roll a D10 for your attack roll, if that is less than or equal to the monster's defense, the attack hits and the monster loses 1 health. If you roll a 1 on any of the dice used for the attack, you land a critical hit. Your attack deals 1 additional damage.
Cool. So I'm going to roll a d10 because as part of my equipment, I am using the chef knives as a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a medium melee weapon, actually.
Okay.
D10. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
How did
Anyone
shark
want to
roll?
test
Let's
this?
see. I have nothing that will help you.
Does that hit the shark?
Help does not require an action. You know what? I'll decide. I'll let you all decide if you want to help first or know if it hit.
I don't have any effort.
Yeah, do we have to spend effort to do it during
Yeah,
combat?
you do. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
neither
Yeah,
of
I
you
don't
have
have
effort to
any.
help here. Yeah, cool. In that case, you ready yourself and you slash at the shark, and it goes right under one of the sticks. It's attempting to block you, and you slash straight into its torso. Its tie falls down on the floor, and there's a red spot starting to show on his jacket as he pulls back and he's going to swing at you. Now the way this works is to attack monster targets a creature, object, or area as described in the attack it's using. All creatures targeted by the attack must make an avoid check against the attack's difficulty. On a success, nothing happens to the creature. On a failure, the affected creature loses 1 health and applies applicable wounds at severity 1. Go ahead and make your avoid check against a difficulty of 5, and this will do 2 damage.
What
if it
dice
hits.
do I use? A 10?
Unless you have something that gives you that allows you to roll a d8, a d10, yes.
Okay. D10 it is. Ah! That's bad. That's very bad. I rolled a 9.
No.
Ooh, yeah. So you are you're getting hit to the side of the head with with the stick, and your head rings as you take 2 hit points worth of damage.
What?
Only
This
there was a
monster deals
paramedic in
2
the
damage.
party. That takes to 0 out of 2.
Yes. Do you
What the
decide?
fuck?
Do you decide to fall unconscious, or do you decide to go last stand? In which case, you will die after this.
If I'm the brains of the operation, why am I using knives? Why a kitchen knife of all things? I'm gonna keep this mind conscious in my brain. Like, why am I using kitchen?
So yeah, bang, hit in the side of the head, and
Floor is nice.
you fall unconscious, and you all see Amy just crumple down. And next to go is Archie, as the shark begins wheeling around to the more threatening seeming Mr. Atlantic.
Sure.
The shark is damaged though. Have fun. Bye.
Yeah. Archie is going to basically like I assume like through the fight, he had to like move aside, doing all that kind of stuff. So the door might be somewhat clear, the door to the vault, and then the vault door. So he's just going to, he's just going to run like, just just like the Pacific Job. I shout back and like, you
Stick
got
to the
this, and
plan. I got
Yeah.
this guy.
I go to the and I basically run to the vault and like get my wrench to try and just like get this thing.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to open the door instead of doing anything else. Very cool. In that case, go ahead and give me your. Is this a D8 or a D10 for you?
D8 for me.
Go ahead and
Here
give
we
me your
go.
D8 to break into the vault.
Let's go.
This you're doing this under pressure, and this is sort of difficult, so I'll call it a 4 difficulty.
That's fine. If I had any this is the sad point where I wish I had 2 effort. I don't. I rolled an 8 on a D8.
Unconscious effort.
Yeah.
No, you can't take turns or spend effort when you're unconscious. So yeah, as you pull, take this big wrench and put it up against the door, and it just doesn't want to budge. What does Archie do? What does Robbie do?
All right, big guy. I look over at the shark, look down at Amy, and I'm like, all right, kid. And since I'm a seaweed person, I feel like the seaweed kind of spreads out, kind of like tentacle, like plant kind of tentacle things. And I have the grip and wrestler talents. So grip makes it so that I can grab onto characters, monsters using a D8. And then the wrestler is that I can damage them when I'm grabbing or holding them. Like, does that on like the same turn, or is it like first you have to see if you grab them, then you can damage them on the next turn or something? It's a
Let me
D8
double
to
check
grab and
that.
a D8.
If the rules don't specifically state, I'll go in your. I'll call it in your advantage.
Okay.
Which page is the wrestler talent on?
Oh, sorry, I don't have the PDF open. I'm sorry.
Because I can't search in this PDF because I messed something up.
Yeah. When you're holding a creature, the wrestler trick, right?
Yes.
When you're holding a creature, you can attack them by squeezing vulnerable spots. This attack uses a D10 and deals 1 damage. So you have to hold them first. You have to grab them.
Yeah. And then the grip is grabbing onto the characters, and that's a D8.
You know what? I'll
So,
call
like,
because just action economy makes because of action economy. I'll say that if you grab onto him, you deal damage in your first turn. That seems fair to me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I would like to sort of shoot out this seaweed, kind of like some weird like Medusa thing, kind of going over to try and grab this shark and like restrain them.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it. Which dice would you be rolling for this?
A D8.
Very nice.
The
The defense of the defense I'll pre-state for this of the shark is 7. So you need anything below an 8.
Right, come on, don't fuck me, dice. Come on, yeah, it's a 6, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you reach out to the shark, explain to me how you crush this. How you crush him.
Nice. I would say like the seaweed kind of goes up and it like grabs his arm because he's holding like 2 sticks and stuff. I feel like it grabs one hand, kind of like pulls him up in the air. And it's like nothing too fancy. It's basically because if we kill someone, they're gonna more likely to come after it. So it's like holding them up. He's like, ugh, and then just kind of like bonks him on the head, knocks him out, and kind of throws him to the side. And I'm pretty sure that's it for my turn, but I'd like to go over to Amy to
toss him. You toss him to the side, and you start making your way towards Amy. You see, and you see Archie messing with the door and not really succeeding in opening it.
Wait, actually, question: would it, since it seemed like it was heavy or hard to turn, would it make more sense for me to open and Archie to help?
Well,
Amy,
because of the defeatist trait that Archie has.
Okay, so then
he probably gives up now.
Did he knock out the shark?
Yeah, the shark is crunch and throw, and he
Yeah.
just slumps down against the wall.
Great.
This thing hits hard, but it also only has 2 hit points.
Yeah. So Archie goes over. He's like putting the wrench away. He's like, "That's not gonna work. Time for Plan K." Goes into the shirt pocket of the shark guard, and like he obviously would have a key, and like pulls out his key to like open up the vault.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just goes in, and then opens it up. I assume one of us picks up poor.
Oh yeah, I
Amy?
want to help Amy. If you're not helping Amy, I'd like to.
Do you
If I
have
could
do you have anything
something
to
on me.
assist with, like first aid?
Amy would have a first aid kit on her
Oh.
because of her talent, but would anyone else be proficient in using it?
I mean, could we find it? I mean, even if we're not proficient, like having the tools there to use.
I will say this, by the way. Normally, dropping to 0 hit points makes you get really close to death. However, this, because this is like a casino security guard, they don't want to actually kill people. This was non-lethal damage, so she's just she's out cold, but she's not anywhere close to dying.
Okay. Well, is
There's
there
So
any way
essentially, what you
coming out
would
of
be
her
doing,
mouth.
I'd say like a D10 difficulty of 4 to wake her up,
Okay, I will try that if I can, since
and
Archie's
otherwise you just have to pick her up and carry her with you.
Okay. So I'll try to do that while he's opening the door, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh shit! That's a 1. That is a 1, baby.
Okay, critical success. I'll give you an additional advantage for this. So yeah, as you splash some water in Amy's
Splash some
face.
water.
Yeah,
water.
that actually seemed to be just a trick. Amy, you revive with 2 hit points as you. Oh,
Do I have a wound or
All right.
anything?
no.
Okay.
You all right, kid?
I had the weirdest dream.
Yeah?
I was taking orders, and I was on this like morning talk show.
Huh. What sort of morning talk show will you be on?
I was drinking wine with someone like 10 in the morning.
I mean, well, hey, that sounds normal.
So as you're saying this, the door to the vault swings open, and we move back to the diner as you're all sitting around. And so yeah, as we open the vault, it's really important that everyone is there. So with as the riot downstairs, as the crab riot downstairs raves through the casino, that's when Avery needs to make sure that she gets up there as soon as possible.
I mean, and that leads to Archie's special plan of driving something, right?
Oh, if we need her down there, and there's 2 ways. One comes in with escape, or there's going to be security guards coming down that anyway. While everyone's distracted, she could steal one of their uniforms and slip down with them.
That's a good idea. What do you think, Amy?
Or yeah, we can come up with something crazy. I'm sure Avery's got an idea.
I have something crazy.
Do it.
The best kind of something.
Yeah, you're an influencer. You're used to improvising.
No, yeah. So here's the plan. While everyone's distracted, Avery is going to try to find a fire escape sort of situation, climb up onto the roof, and go like get.
Are you
roof
going to go
access.
solo?
Down.
Okay, but hear me out. The reason I'm suggesting this is because with sure-footed trait, I have a D8 to move, climb, and if I'm climbing up, I get a D8.
He never said the elevator was going down. It was just moving.
I actually specifically, I was going with it because when you all said that was in the basement, I actually figured that the elevator would be going up to like the floor where the boss's office is, because Nemo is
would
obviously
just-
like a control freak.
Yeah, I
Once
think
I
there's this
get
moment.
in, I'm just gonna take the elevator
I think there's this
down.
moment where the Atlantic is like, wait, this blueprint's upside down. Spins it over. Like, oh, we're not going to the basement. We're going up. I like
And
the
so,
reveals for
okay,
the audience.
so the way we're going to do this is, and first go ahead and roll me d8. People are distracted. You are in your element. Call it the difficulty 5.
2d8 or 1d8?
So here's
you still have the benefit of the crowd, so it's a 2d8.
Okay. I rolled a 3. It's good that I had the benefit of the crowd because I rolled an 8 the first time.
So yeah, as we start hearing the Mission Impossible theme again, we see Avery climbing up. The vault door swings open at this point as you see a vault filled with golden shells, and in the middle of standing in the middle of it, a massive human-sized mirror that as you all look into it, it reflects you back, but in black and white.
What the fuck?
And it doesn't
That
reflect.
wasn't me.
It doesn't reflect you back as the creatures that you are right now. It reflects. Well, go ahead and tell me what your noir selves look like.
Cool.
Everyone except Anne. So, starting with Mr. Atlantic, what does your noir self look like? As that is what looks back to you.
I mean, I gotta say, sort of like contrasting this like career criminal, I guess. Maybe this will be fun. He's like got this like massive stogie, this like cigar in his mouth. And it looks like he's like got like suspenders on, like the coat's been taken off. That typical noir fedora, and it looks like he might be like the chief of police or something like that, or has a badge. We don't know if it's necessarily that, but he looks like either a really tired cop, detective, something in this noir. He's like holding his coat over one shoulder.
Okay, and Amy, what does your noir self look like?
She's someone with a very severe, hold back slicked bun, high necked blouse. Normally would be starched white and buttoned up, but it's just covered in ink stains. And the sleeves are rolled up, and there's a lot of black blotchy spots all over, and like a ream of paper under one arm. Maybe she works at a press or something.
Okay, and then lastly, Archie, what do you look like?
Yeah, Archie looks like Archie dressed in a little bit of a full, as opposed to like the thing. He's got full mafia suit, mafia hat. At his side, he's got a big Tommy gun.
Pinstripes?
Like
Pinstripes?
Pinstripe suit. That's what I meant. Pinstripe suit. He's there. Got a smaller, more sophisticated cigar in his like mouth. You can't dapper shoes, and just like resting on like inside. He's just like a pretty big Tommy gun, and like in his like hand, he's playing the keys to some unseen vehicle. Just like
Yeah, and as that is happening, we hear the crashing sound of glass as Avery comes falling through the skylight. A superhero 3-point landing, lands in front of the mirror, looks up. What does she see?
She sees a kind of like a femme fatale person dressed in like a very sexy red cocktail dress and like a short brown hairstyle, like a short bob or something like that. Yeah, that's what she sees.
Okay. And as you're all looking up at this, well, red, it's black and white. So
Or is it like
Sorry,
the
in my-
Sin City thing
in
where
my
it's like everything's black and white except for the red
Except for-
stuff?
Actually, no, I kind of like that. So everything's
Yeah.
black and white except for the red cocktail dress, and then as you as you get up, all of you realize to continue, you have to step through.
Wait, do we remember at this
Go
point? Should we
ahead
do
and give
another
me
roll?
everyone.
Or...
Give me a D8, difficulty of 4.
Come
Even
on,
even the
guys.
defeatist. This feels
Even the
distinct enough.
defeatist.
Fucking
Ah,
Let me
hell,
see.
dude.
What was the difficulty?
4. So
I rolled that.
I did not.
Yeah, 7.
okay, so the three of you realize the three of you are like, if we got to continue, we got to get through. So you start stepping towards the mirror as Ida,
Avery
you
dives.
see
Avery dives
A-
head first into the mirror.
yeah, you see them stepping towards the mirror, and you see even before they step through the mirror, they begin shedding their forms, and they're now wearing the suits that they're wearing in the mirror image. And as they reach out to the mirror, they step through as if through a puddle. And then you're the only one left there. You're standing in front of the mirror, looking at it and going like, maybe this is the way home.
Yeah, I mean, the alternative is security's coming behind me. I'm like, well, the escape route's not working. That's been closed up. Okay, we're going off book, and just like have to like jump in afterwards.
Wait, you know who you were? You're not a fish?
I was never a fish.
You're not, like, but you're down here, and what?
We went
I
over this,
know
Amy. The humans are okay, all right?
Yeah, we don't like anti-human sentiment. Yeah, come
I
on.
think as Amy starts putting like one of her tentacles through, one thought would be racing through her mind: is there a way to break this on the way out?
Break the mirror.
We can't have
On
them
the way
follow
out.
us. Yeah.
I mean, go ahead and give me a D12, difficulty of 2.
Oh, come on.
Mm-mm.
Damn it.
No,
We're gonna break
so
the game.
as-
Break the game.
I
yeah,
mean,
as you're stepping through, you're trying to pull the mirror, and you can't get a grip before your arms turn into regular human arms, and you step through, and you are your new characters, and that
Who's
perfectly on time
fucking with us?
is where we're going to end today's episode of Into the SAGASverse. Next
Watching.
week on Into the SAGASverse, join us into the Noir SAGASverse.
Ooh. Yeah, see?
Oh my god, I'm
Specifically,
dying.
Noir, and then as we see the flash forward as we see these 4 detectives standing around standing around a corpse of a person, and we see that person's eyes flare up as some kind of spiritual energy blasts out of their mouth, and this is just another day in the job of a Dusk Hollow PD detective.
Dusk Hollow!
It's gonna be one interesting case, let me tell you what.
Oh my god, Dusk
And as
Hollow!
that happens,
What are you talking
that is the end of today's
about?
episode.
That's not us.
Ah!
Thank
I'm
you
so
all so much
confused.
for
In the
playing.
best way.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to get Sagas, if this has sparked your interest, you can actually already get it on ttrpg, but the better way of getting it, because that'll get you the updated version plus goodies, is by getting it through their Kickstarter, which you can find by going to affiliate.path.yt/sagas, which will be dropped into both chats right now. If I actually can find the drive-through-RPG chat, if I can find the Twitch chat, I have found the Twitch chat. It's going to be dropped into the Twitch chat as well.
Sure, you click to be notified when the campaign goes live.
Which is
Whatever
tomorrow.
button thing.
Speaking of tomorrow, I would also highly recommend everyone to check out the Sagas Go Live party, which OK is the DM is doing on their channel. Let me double check the link for that so I can actually share that.
Who would love a party?
Mhm.
Uh,
Party?
where
We
is it?
weren't invited.
You're invited. Everyone's invited.
This is the invitation, bro.
Party.
There will
Yeah,
be
this
crab
January
legs
8th
there.
Saga's launch party, which is going to be way too late for me. It is actually going to be the 9th of January for me at 2 a.m. Central European time. So you do the calculations. That's 8 January, 24 minus 4 is 20, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So you Americans, you have get to actually enjoy seeing the watch party live. Probably.
I love a party. I love a party with my morning coffee.
There is a link to that in chat right now, and I'll drop it into Twitch chat as well. Go and give OKSDM a ton of love over in there. This is going to be a lot of fun, and we have got 4 more episodes for all of you through the entirety of January and the first week of February, as we are going to be playing along while the Kickstarter is happening. Get ready for even more shenanigans, I'd say.
Bar is pretty high.
Yeah, we had so many shenanigans.
Oh, I have so many
Seahorse
shenanigans in this
human.
book. I have this baby can fit so many shenanigans in it.
I was waiting for that.
That is, by the way, Odd Jobs is the it's upside down. Odd Jobs is the book that I'm using for the settings for this. I've had it since UK Games Expo and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I'm very much a fan of the fact that I can use this with Sagas now. But before I play us out, I want to go over the entire cast again and give them a chance to introduce themselves to you one last time. Tell everyone where they can find you and plug whatever you want to plug. Starting with Chirag, where can people find you? What do you do?
Hi.
What should people watch?
Yeah, I'm Chirag. You can find me. I'm a TTRPG writer and streamer. You can find me on Daisies and Dragons. We've got you can find us on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, all under Daisies and Dragons. We're always running new streams. We've just released. We just had a bunch of romantic comedy RPGs that we just did as part of Love Is on the Cards. Those will all be. They might still be up on Twitch VOD, but they'll all be up on YouTube soon enough. So you can catch them all, watch them all in a big playlist. Just cuddle up and watch 5 romantic comedies, one after the other, all improvised. And
Amazing.
yeah, and I'm looking forward next time. Maybe I'll remember who I am in this next one. Who knows?
Excellent. Well, next up, Ida, where can people find you? What do you want to plug? Are you actually a noir person?
We'll find out. I don't know whether it was an octopus person or not, but we'll see. We'll see what the dice we have. You can find me at Court of Tales. We are casting for our Women in Gaming Month this March to overlap with International Women's History Month. We're looking right now for women and femme GMs to run one-shots. And once that's settled, we're going to be opening up for players, because it's a really special and different mood when women and femme get together and get to play and have that, wow, I've never played at a table where I feel seen and think the dynamics is so different. Yeah, come join us. We're on all the socials, and it's a little early, but I guess I can announce it now. If you're in the Netherlands in early April, there's a little thing called Roll Initiative Con. I'm going to be participating in a panel called a Safety and Inclusion. We're going to be talking about safety tools and how to make your tables and your games a bit more inclusive and diverse. So see you there in person. Tickets are very affordable, I have to say, for a 2-day convention.
If you are in or near the Netherlands, tickets are like €15, I think, for the 2-day pass.
Oh, wow.
This is
Shut
the
up, for real?
What a
yeah, this
deal!
is the
Dang.
second time they're hosting this convention. It's hosted in a really affordable community space, so the savings are being passed on to everyone. The apparently the vendor tables are also like 30-ish euros for a table. So
Oh wow.
This is still like very indie level convention. It's cozy
Yeah.
still. Hopefully we'll have a video
Yeah.
of it afterwards, but either way, if you're in the neighborhood, stop by, say hi.
yeah, I'll
Yay.
definitely be there. So come say hi to me as well. Yes, I know. Next up, we have Anne. What, how, where, why, when is Anne, and what does Anne want to plug?
Okay, hi, I'm Anne. My pronouns are she, her. I am a TTRPG performer and producer. I have so many things to plug, but we don't have time for that. So what I am going to say is go to Twitter, Twitter. 'Cause
Twitter.
X
It
is
is
weird. Twitter.
The expert app.
XO _ wonder. I have a pinned post there. There's a whole bunch of links and things, including my Beacons page that is always being updated with all the stuff I do because it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Go to my Twitter. It's all there.
Go give Anne love. And then next up, last
Me.
person, Adam.
Yeah.
Are you
Hello.
having a breakdown?
No, I'm not having. Not yet. Not yet. After we go through the noir, then I'll have the breakdown. No. Hi, I'm Adam. He, him. Yeah, I do AP performing and game mastering and stuff. You can just go to my Twitter and there's a link that has all of the stuff that I've done on a handy dandy little link on Twitter, so that you can find me at Adam So Wizard on there and other socials and stuff. And yeah.
Oh, by the way, go there and everyone like the post that Adam just made, giving a hint to how the game is going.
Did I make a post?
I did that.
No, it was Chirag.
I was like,
Chirag,
when did I make a post?
That was Chirag's doing.
You know, hey,
Oh,
me and
it
Chirag
was.
are the exact same person. I got it.
Clearly, look, they're looking at
me and
we're
him.
twins.
Hey,
one and the
you
same.
said you were going to do that, so I just saw the post and I went like, okay, yeah, Adam did that.
We finish each
No,
other's.
it's a
Sandwiches.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. We're frozen.
Go,
buddy.
also, go follow
Exactly.
Chiggy Said What on Twitter because and go.
I
That
spoiled the
post
game.
is very accurate. So
Let's crowd rave ourselves into the night
Mhm.
and see you all next week. It's been a joy. Please clip
Yes.
this, gift this. It's special.
Goodbye.
And oh no, we are not off yet. Hi guys. I still haven't disabled the I still haven't figured out how to mute yet.
Keep
Anyway.
crabbing until
Stop
we're not live.
streaming.
Crab.
Can't crab.
People, crab.
Crab,
People,
peace.
crab.